and I got plenty words.
The #1 UFC middleweight contender. He has emerged through the gauntlet at 185 pounds, and tonight, that elusive crack at UFC Live.
Just getting here is the conflict, because the waters are sharp as every single time you walk into the octagon, you are challenged at the highest level. So to get here is one thing. It's another thing to become the champion. He feels like tonight is his night to complete the journey, to finish writing his story and walking away with a championship belt.
There is a little bit of friction on this matchup, but most people would argue if any athlete is well equipped to bottle that emotion and realize success on the big stage, it is this #1 contender. Those questions, great answers. Took him just over a year on the UFC roster to realize a piece of this UFC middleweight championship. He is the last style bender, Israel Adesanya, a guy you tried to bring in to emulate John Jones back in the day.
Absolutely. You knew right away when you watched Israel fight that he has the ability to fight in so many different ways. If he's coming to play a part, he's going to play that part better than anyone else you can find. It's because of the adaptability. It's his ability to change the way that he's fighting based on his opponent. In the Derek Brunson fight, he did a lot of kneeing because he knew Brunson was going to wrestle him. But in the fight against Kelvin Gastelum was a lot of punches and kicks because the wrestling threat was not so great. You gotta have that if you hope to compete and stay atop your division for a long time.
And now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. We set it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Dricus, still not to Plessis. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
Well, for all the places we go in the world, few can hold up to this one. Good evening from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Opened April of 2016. UFC went there for the first time at UFC 200, and they've been bringing big shows seemingly every other month ever since.
They call Vegas the fight capital of the world. And if you're talking about a home base for the UFC, you're talking about T-Mobile Arena, home to some of the biggest UFC events ever. UFC 200. Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. This place has been the home of some of the biggest UFC fights in history. Tonight, you get to take the same walk to that octagon to try to make your mark for the sport.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Oh, man, hate to be hit with one of those knees to the body. Frantic pace early on to this one.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination. Walk out to the entrance when he's in the octagon, the fighting style. He just kind of has that thing that makes you want to stop and stare at Israel Adesanya. Oh, wow, great jab there by Israel.
Back to the leg kick now. That one's no good. Both fighters exchanging the pocket here. Oh, huge elbow! Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round one. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Plessis gets tattooed by that stiff jab. All right, he engages in a single collar side here.
Beautiful job staying at range and dictating the fight, landing punches like that.
Oh, he hurt him again, bro. Oh, he gets up here, but he is on wobbly legs.
That one landed clean.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Adesanya gets hit with that hook. That one had some pop behind it. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Plessis in half guard. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Adesanya. Round 2 straight ahead. All right, so what a round it was for him. Multiple knockdowns. When we sat down with him on Thursday, he said, when I touch guys in this division, they go down, and he proved prophetic. That's exactly what happened in the previous round.
The guy has lightning in his hands. Every time he is landing, he is putting his opponent on his butt over and over, knocking him down. He has not found the finish, but he needs to stay patient, find the perfect shot, hit him with that kill shot. You get that kill shot off, and there will be no more getting up.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
Oh, Adesanya's getting going now. Oh, those are oh.
Just out of range with that left hook.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it. Nice block.
So he blocked the strike there, counters beautifully with a jab, and at least in this matchup tonight, DC, size matters.
Clean punch.
All right, so a knockdown for him in the previous round, and you can just see by his body language how confident he is in the striking realm in this matchup.
And you can see his confidence in his posture, but also you can see the effect that knockdown had on his movement by the way he is approaching this one.
Both fighters back to their feet now. Oh, knee strike right to the midsection there. Plessis got a bruise starting to appear on that right side of his body now. You wonder if the offensive fighter is going to start to get frustrated here. Most, if not all of these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked. Oh, yeah! In a ton of trouble right now.
Big right hand.
Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in this second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2. Looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Good job keeping that head off the center line. Slips to avoid the right hand.
great defense. That punch had no chance.
All right, so he lands again, just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we...
Oh! Oh, he might get finished here. Massive left hand. Nice job moving off the center line. He slips to avoid that right hand. Plessis' nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut perhaps there on the bridge.
You heard him again.
Oh, so there's the horn signaling the end of the round. Thankfully for him, that'll keep him in the fight. Knocked down near the end of the round. Saved by the bell, ladies and gentlemen.
Keep that head moving. Needs to get behind that jab.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continued.
Oh, no!
He's able to slip the left there. Oh, look at that. He leapt up and landed the diving punch to the head. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Plessis. And he will let his opponent stand up here. Israel Adesanya gets caught by the straight punch. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat.
Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is. Beautiful strike. That's it!
Oh, my goodness!
I mean, you gotta be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
We send it in there now to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 14 seconds of the 3rd round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
All right, so the clean knockout for Israel Adesanya tonight. The last style bender, not forcing the issue as usual, but it is a pretty thing when he puts somebody away.
Well, if you press